Shotokan. Today we have a nice little pad drill for you, and it has a Tekki-Inspired influence. So first, for this particular drill, it's really important to practice the two-person drill first before you introduce the pads, because as you'll see in a few minutes, sometimes the pad represents a limb to clear, sometimes it represents a head. And if you don't understand the context of it, it might be a bit confusing. So the drill without pads looks something like this. So I'm going to throw a jab or zuki followed by your choice, either a right hook or an overhand right, something kind of circular, doesn't really matter. And so Pratima is going to slip the first one and she's going to block the second one. All right, so the jab comes, she slips that and parries it with her rear hand. Then comes, I'm going to do an overhand right, she's going to block that. From there, as soon as I make contact, I'm going to clear a limb. I'm going to use this part of Tekki-Inspired. So this hand, don't try to open up and grab. That takes way too long. I'm just going to open up, hook my hand like that, clear this, and same time find the head. Make sure you don't go 1, 2. That's too slow. So as soon as I feel that blocking arm, it's going to be a count of 1. And from there, I'm just going to throw a couple elbows. Okay, so once again, she slips the first one, 1, 2, clear, find the head, throw elbows. Okay, there's two versions of the pad drill. Once we start introducing pads, there's going to be some inherent flaws. So the pads sometimes are in the wrong place. Sometimes they don't feel very good when you hit them because they're not anchored against something solid. So I'll show you two versions and you pick which you like better. Okay, so Pratima is going to stack the pads like this. So for my first punch, there. For my second punch, because this is circular, see how she kind of winged out her left elbow like that? She's going to give me a target that's pointing to sideways for my hook punch or my overhand right. So the pads were representing her head. Now this is representing her blocking arm, as I showed you earlier. As soon as I make impact, I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear the arm, find the head. This pad represents the head now. And I throw my elbows. Just as a side note, when we have this kind of motion in our katas, whether it be Tekki or Hien Yondan, whatever the case is, this is like a datum or location device. I'm finding the head, I know where it is, and over and over and over by training kata, I hit my hand, hit my hand, hit my hand, because, and that's easy to do. We use our proprioception. The head's in my hand, I don't need to see it. I can have my eyes closed in the chaos of a confrontation. I just throw my elbow where my hand is, and the head gets in the way. Okay, one more time, nice and slow. So 1, 2, clear the limb, find the head. Here, and when you're holding this, it shouldn't be really tight to immobilize the head. It's just to find the head, and I should let the head recoil like that. If you think about it, the brain is inside the skull. So if I anchor her head so it doesn't move and I hit, I can break some facial bones, make a nice mess, but her brain doesn't jar around. If you're looking for a knockout, you want the head to move really quick. I find the head and it's boom, I let the head move. So the brain wants to stay still and the skull moves quickly, slams in the brain, causing the person to become concussed. Side note. All right, version 2. It starts with the same 1 and 2. Clear the limb. I'm going to find the real head this time. And she's going to put the pad on her shoulder. Okay, from here I hit this. Okay, pros and cons of version 1. 1, 2. The advantage is the head is in the right place. The head was here and it's still there. The disadvantage, of course, this is a very lightweight pad and it doesn't feel like I'm hitting something solid, and it just doesn't, it's not very satisfying. But everything's in the right location. Pros and cons of version 2. 1, 2. So this is the head that I'm hitting, and now I have to kind of close it because the head teleports from here to here, and I have to kind of change my distance. All right, that's one problem with it. Now when she has the pad stacked on her shoulder, it's nice solid surface, so I can feel like I'm actually hitting something heavy like a skull. That's good, but the head's in the wrong place again. Okay, I'm holding up here and I'm hitting down here. I'm kind of hitting off target to hit on target.
You didn't tell me which
Sorry,
version.
you're right.
Okay, do it again. Yeah.
I'm not doing Basadai in this drill. Sorry.
No.
So, I gotta start over. The disadvantage here is I don't get that satisfaction of hitting something hard. Okay, I just want to see what it looks like.
Nope.